Hello, I'm Trevor from TOOP+TOOP Landscaping. We're here at Modbury North at a site where 2 new homes are under construction, where previously only one stood. This form of urban consolidation project is very common right throughout Adelaide, and if designed and constructed correctly, can be an asset to everyone involved. Now, my company is contracted to undertake the external aspects of this project, and we'll be following these aspects from start to finish and highlighting some of the pitfalls and what I consider to be important aspects. The first thing we have to do is remove the surplus soil to get the surrounding levels ready for paving and landscaping. This is easily achieved in the front with the truck and bobcat, but on the sides and the rear of such properties, access is severely limited and we use small equipment. If there's a lot of soil to remove from a backyard with limited access, it's generally best to get that soil out before the houses are constructed. Because the houses are very close to the perimeter boundaries, you only need a very small level difference between the neighbour's property and the new house to cause a problem. This is about 150mm level difference between the driveway of the existing house and the footing of the new house. We're going to have to build a concrete plinth and sit the fence on top of it to properly retain the neighbour's property and create a neat finish. Now, on this side of the project, we've got a greater retaining issue where we've got nearly 600mm between the neighbouring property and the damp course. A concrete plinth with a fence will only work up to about 400mm. From here on, we're going to be constructing a steel RSJ concrete sleeper retaining wall, which is structurally very sound, and a fence can be attached onto the top of it. The stormwater system on these projects is what I consider to be one of the most important aspects. Not only do we have to direct the roof stormwater, often through 2 sets of tanks, a retention and a detention tank, but we also have to be very conscious of surface runoff. Again, because the houses are very close to neighbours, we don't want surface runoff going into adjoining properties, so we have a stormwater system that incorporates both the roof runoff and the surface water, puts it through tanks or out into the water table correctly. Retaining walls have now been complete, both the concrete plinth and the concrete sleeper, with the new fences sitting neatly on top. We've prepared for paving with the rubble bases, and the paving is well underway. Now, the preparation for paving with the rubble is very critical, both in terms of the thickness of the rubble, so the pavers are properly supported. We use cement treated rubble in driveway situations, so the weight of the vehicles doesn't cause any displacement issues. Levels are also very critical, so water will drain away from the house into the proper places, and also in terms of the level relative to the damp coursing on the house. This is critical both for termite protection and also to guard against what's called edge dampness. Now, the pavers we're using on this job are fairly basic concrete pavers, which are both cost effective and very durable. In the front of the houses we use a charcoal paver so that tyre marks don't show when people start using the driveway. In the rear we've changed to a sandstone paver, which creates a softer, more open feel. The final process we undertake is the landscaping works. This involves placing loam, some sort of edging for the lawn, automatic drip irrigation to garden and lawn areas, instant turf lawn, a weed mat fabric in the garden areas, plants, and then an organic mulch or pebble on the surface. As we've seen, the outdoor works on these urban renewal projects are quite involved and interrelated. However, with careful design, planning, coordination and construction, a good result can be achieved for all concerned. It's also important that the outdoor works are completed as the houses are finished, so there's no delay in getting the properties marketed or occupied.